Hi, my name is Juan Rivas, and I'm in the English 101 class of 2020. And for this research project, I decided to go with the article titled "A Sleep-Deprived Brain Interprets Impressions Negatively." This was about a study done on a few people and how a lack of sleep tends to affect people in a negative way. And it basically mentioned how people not getting the recommended amount of sleep would interpret impressions negatively, obviously, and how they are unable to empathize with other people as much as they can, and it puts them in a very bad mood. I chose this project mainly because I've had to deal with this for so many years that I honestly can't remember. Even as a kid, during high school, middle school, and elementary school, anywhere from my teachers to counselors, therapists, my parents, and even my friends honestly notice that when I'm lacking the amount of sleep that I should be getting, I'm usually mean. I was usually upset. I get very agitated a lot, and I wasn't able to focus as well as I would have if I had gotten a good amount of sleep. I've also have thoughts about this in the opposite way as well, because as I grew older, I've noticed if I have maybe 2 hours of sleep most, I'm energized, I'm focused, I can think clearly, and I'm able to talk with people in a better way. And I did a little bit of research on that, and it turns out that a lot of philosophers, a lot of inventors and scholars honestly used to hold a key in their hands while they were falling asleep right above a plate, and this would cause them to, as soon as they fall asleep, they would let go of the key and it will land on a ceramic or plate that would wake them up. And then they did this because there's a very, very thin line between the person waking up and being conscious and the person falling asleep, that if you're right in between that line, you're able to focus a lot more, you're able to think a lot more creatively. And I can honestly vouch for that, I guess, because I felt differently as well when I get a few hours of sleep at night. A few things that I kind of wanted to focus on were what you're doing right before you're going to sleep and how that affects you on whether or not you get a good night's sleep. I also wanted to focus on the amount of time that you get for sleep. I kind of wanted to do my own experiment and see, maybe throughout a week, have one day where I sleep an entire 6 to 8 hours recommended, then a 4 hours of sleep, and then 2 hours of sleep, and then no sleep at all, and kind of see how that affects me throughout my day. And I work during the week, so I have to deal with a lot of customers and employees and coworkers, and I wanted to see if I was affected in any way more than the other. Hopefully I don't get in too much trouble being in a bad mood, but I think it's going to be a really good project, honestly, and to see how well I'm able to function with these things, or with a certain amount, and focus more on how I'm sleeping, and maybe it'll just bring a lot more to the light for me, hopefully showing me that I need to sleep a lot more than normally. But yeah, I'm very excited for this project, and hopefully I learn a lot. Thank you.